What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Before anything else, let's address last week. I was very sick, and Jonte was busy, and so we just didn't get the video out. But we do have our predictions that we picked right here, and if you follow us on our socials, at Taco King Twitter, you know, you could have seen those. So I'll make sure to link my Twitter account in the bio. But last week we had the Broncos beat the Jags, and that did happen. Unfortunately, we had a little bit too much faith in the New Jersey Jets, and the Patriots seemed to be not good, but okay again. Also, maybe the Sky Cam was the reason for that interception week prior with the Bears. So, Tennessee Titans, we obviously had them winning, and they did. Texans are just dog water. I had the Browns winning, and Jonte, because he's a Browns fan, had the Bengals winning. Which I mean, you know, I listen. I had more faith in as a Steelers fan in the Browns beating the Bengals than the Browns did, and that's just because I mean, listen, the Bengals have a terrible record. Joe Burrow just everybody's got a kryptonite. Superman's got his kryptonite, you know, and Bengals, Joe Burrow's kryptonite is the Cleveland Browns. Jacoby Brissett. So, I mean, Nick Chubb, he was there too, I guess. Did he do much?
Nick Chubb owns the Bengals.
Yeah, that's.
The
Can he
Bengals
get?
cannot stop number 95, and they can't stop number 24.
That maybe it should be his like title. Now we had Baltimore beating the Buccaneers, and that obviously happened. Tom Brady should have retired and saved his marriage, but instead he wanted to play losing football. Um, Another mishap. The Saints won, and we had the Raiders. But I mean, who would have known that the Saints were going to blow out the Raiders completely? Where is Devonte Adams? Missing poster out for him. Uh, you know, I had the Pittsburgh Steelers winning because I still had faith, but
I didn't. That was a
I,
stupid ass
I,
choice. That was
I know
dumb.
you had the Eagles winning, and you were correct. I just thought maybe we could be the kryptonite the Eagles needed to, but we
Not
haven't beaten the
not
Eagles since
until not at home. Not at home.
we haven't beaten the Eagles since 1960 something. So
At home.
that's a sad
You beat them on the
statistic.
road.
Um,
You beat them when they're at your home, but you never beat them at home when
had
they're in
Miami winning, and for a
Philadelphia.
second there, the Lions looked like they might make a comeback, but then they just Tyreek go fast, man. He go real fast. Uh, we had Washington beating the Colts. Now I had picked the Colts, and Jonte picked Washington. He was right. I just don't have faith in the Commanders. But I mean, I guess what is that? The
I had no
AFC.
faith in the Colts.
Yeah, the whole entire AFC South. That's just like the worst division of football right now. Remember when the NFC? What was it? The NFC West with the Cowboys and stuff. They were like the worst division. They only had like 2 wins. I remember that. It was good times. Uh, we had the Bills obviously smacking the crap out of the Green Bay Packers. I mean, they were on a rest week. That was gonna bound to happen. And then moving on, Cowboys won, but it was pretty close. Justin Fields is looking better and better each week, and I'm glad. And maybe with the addition of Chase Claypool, he'll finally be able to elevate his game to the next level, and they'll start winning some of those closer games. They remind me a lot of like the Vikings usually, where they get real close and then they end up losing. But unfortunately, the Cowboys continue to win, and the Vikings obviously they beat the Cardinals. I just want to ask that like the owner how he feels about like throwing like we talk about how bad Elon Musk buying Twitter was, like how big of a waste of money that was, but I mean, in your opinion, is that more of a waste of money, or is spending like $300 million on Kyler Murray a bigger waste of money?
I mean,
I,
$300 million compared to 44 billion.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
listen, I get that, but I'm just saying they're both bad disasters. They're both big mistakes. Um, Next we had the Falcons winning. The Panthers should have won that game. That was a BS call that made it so the kicker
Nah,
had
the Panthers need to fire the kicker.
Well, so did you hear? Like DJ Moore took off his helmet,
Yeah,
and
I
then
know that was a BS call, but he had a second chance to kick a field goal, and
he
he was
did, and
hosting the
then
first
you
one.
should fire the kick. This is why I say having a good kicker is like maybe the most important thing you can do for your team.
Speaking of good kickers, Mr. Justin Tucker 2.0 from the Bengals was dog shit yesterday or on
Yep.
Monday.
I mean, Evan McPherson has been looking awful, like pretty much all season. He's not been looking great. This is not the Super Bowl run that they expected. And then we had the 49ers winning, and the 49ers are looking really good. And now that they added where the Christian McCaffrey looks like he's got renewed energy now. He had like a 3-3.
He doesn't have to carry the whole team by himself anymore.
I know. He scored a touchdown. He ran super well. He looks like a brand new running back. I think he's real great. And now that he has like a good, proper O-line and stuff, I expect big things out of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, moving on to next week, visit our picks. Colts versus Patriots. The Patriots should obviously win that. Bills versus Jets. Buffalo should destroy. Ooh, Raiders versus Jaguars. I'm inclined to go with Jacksonville. What do you think? After the Raiders got slept.
Yeah, I'm going with Jags. Raiders are dog shit.
Tennessee versus the Chiefs. Now that's a good matchup.
Devontae Adams made a big mistake leaving the fucking Packers.
He's probably missing Aaron Rodgers super badly by now.
Or maybe he's really enjoying Las Vegas.
Maybe, but that's good. You could just, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do. You were in Las Vegas before. There's a lot of things you could do down there to distract yourself. But
let's start gambling.
Tennessee versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are rested, and Patrick Mahomes is coming back from his nappy time.
Domination.
Yeah. The
they're
Eagles
not like
versus the Texans. Now, hold on. The Texans could come out here and break the Eagles' record, but
we're picking the Eagles.
Dolphins versus the Bears. They got Chase.
This might be a closer matchup than they expect.
I might want to go with the Bears here just because they got Chase Claypool now. So I think I'm gonna go with that. But the Dolphins will win this game, but I'm still gonna go with the Bears just 1 week because of Chase Claypool. Rest in peace, Chase Claypool. He didn't actually die; he just died from my heart. No more TikTok. The TikTok era in Pittsburgh has ended. Are we on a bye this week? I didn't even realize.
Yes, both of us are on buys.
That sucks.
Both our teams.
Oh man, I mean, it's kind of good because I need a rest. Like this has been sad, depressing football. But hey, and what? Like 2 more weeks, you guys get Deshaun Watson back?
Yeah.
I think we can finally settle and say that like some of that stuff is. Let's
not talk about that topic right now.
I was just gonna say that like I understand because I was a little confused why they didn't just suspend him for a whole season. But like now looking at some of the text messages, you can understand why it was only like 11 games instead of a whole season. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. I was just saying that like I understand the suspension now.
Brian Burns versus the Bengals. You know the Bengals are really bad against elite pass rushers. Is Brian Burns?
Here's my thing, right?
Rusher?
This was what I was gonna say. Baker Mayfield is on the Panthers. I know he's not playing. But he's there, right? And have they ever beaten Baker Mayfield before? I don't. One time. So, I would like to say that the Panthers might win here.
No, look, listen. If you think about it, the Bengals' losses, except for against the Ravens, have all come against elite pass rushers. The Steelers, T.J. Watt. The Cowboys, Michael Parsons. And the Browns, Myles Garrett. So, if Brian Burns is in that conversation,
I'm putting him up. I'm putting the Panthers as a W here. Now this is a restage.
I think the Bengals gonna win, but if Brian Burns. It's
the same situations with me picking the Dolphins here. I mean, to lose against the Bears. Like the Dolphins are gonna win, but a little bit of chaos is always fun. Chargers, they are coming back rested. Herbie should be healed up by now, but Marcus Mariota hasn't been looking too bad. I still got the Chargers, but
I got Chargers. They're off of a bye.
These are two teams that always blow big leads, so this is really just going to be a competition to see who blows the lead the hardest. Baltimore
at the Saints. I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Yeah, me too. Though this just depends.
I wouldn't be surprised if they lose, but
this also just depends on which Lamar Jackson shows up because, like,
I mean, it's Andy Dalton.
it's. Hey, listen, the Red Rocket, you know, he's terrifying. Uh, Green Bay Packers. I remember when he was like first let go from the Bengals. By the way, there was this wholesome video of him like throwing like passes with his son recording in the backyard, and it was like I felt so bad for him, but I mean, he's not that good.
That's the nature of the NFL.
Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions. Now, if the Packers, this should be where the Packers break their losing streak. I know they've lost like 3 games in a row, but I don't see them losing with the Lions. I think this is.
I think the Lions about to get a win.
I mean, they're both on big losing streaks, so you know. Minnesota should beat the Washington Commanders. This isn't Halloween anymore. Scary Terry isn't coming out to spook people, so you know. I think that Minnesota should win here. And on that same vein, my boy, right there, the Seahawks.
The Sox.
The Sox, they having a magnificent return. I remember our first week, I talked about how the Seahawks are like trying to tank and they're gonna be.
Just decided just fucking let's win the division.
Yeah, and they were just like, you know what, this division looks real easy. And they were just like Geno
Smith. Yeah, Geno Smith is having a
NFL comeback player of the year, and there's even an argument to be made for player of the year if he takes him to the
MVP.
playoffs. Yeah, if he takes him to the playoffs, there's an argument to be made for MVP because
I believe there's an argument, but I feel like Jalen Hurts as of now got that in the
bag. Maybe him, maybe Stephon Diggs, maybe like
Jalen Hurts or Geno Smith.
Josh
Allen.
Josh Allen is probably who's getting it, but
he threw those 2 interceptions, so maybe Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is undefeated too. That's true. There's a lot of people. I just think that it'd be pretty funny to see Geno Smith get a fucking MVP trophy and comeback player of the year. Did the Seahawks even try to draft a quarterback this year? They just rock it with Geno Smith next year. They were going to originally. I believe the owner was like, "Yeah, we're going to try to get quarterback this year." I think they were even eyeing C.J. Stroud, but that's not happening.
Yeah, the Seahawks almost had Baker Mayfield.
They did almost have Baker Mayfield. But
no, we'll settle with Geno.
They made the best choice of their career. L.A. Rams versus the Buccaneers. This is a sad game, but Tom Brady should win. I'm gonna
coin flip. I'm gonna pick the Bucs.
Me too. I just think Tom Brady's got to have something here. On the rest this week, we have, because I figure it's notable, the Browns, Steelers, Broncos, Cowboys.
The Browns are winning the bye week.
You think the Browns are going to win the bye week? I don't know, man.
The Browns are winning the bye week.
I think the Steelers are going to come back healthy and rejuvenated. We're going to be looking pretty. And who will we play next week? Real quick, I'm going to check that out. Browns are playing the Dolphins next week. We play the Saints, and that's a good game. That's a game I see us we could win. And then
Saints about to throw all over the Steelers.
Broncos play Titans, and then
Titans are winning that.
Giants play the Texans, and
we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, next week. All right, now we get into our tier list. This is going to be very hard. There's going to be a lot of teams in a lot of bad places. And not so many teams as before in good places. Just because most teams have not been looking good.
Put E before F. Dog
water. It's for dog water.
You put an E instead of F. You should make it a capital F.
No, I wanted to put an E there. But I guess I can put an F down there. Here we go. We got the Arizona Cardinals, and they're in the D category, right? Well,
just missed my OCD. Make it a capital F. Jesus Christ.
No capitals here. Also, my capital button is broken, actually. That's not even a joke.
Use the other shift. You got 2 shift keys. Or use caps lock.
There we go. I was going to say, yeah. So, Cardinals go in the D category. Ooh, the Falcons though, they might be up here in C.
Ravens B.
Ravens are B.
Bills S.
S tier for the Buffalo Bills, obviously. Carolina Panthers,
Dog water.
dog water, yeah. Chicago Bears in the F
F.
tier.
Bengals
Bengals
D.
The Browns
D. E.
Is your record that good?
We just this is a weekly thing, so we just destroyed.
I've tried to use that excuse before, and when I beat Tom Brady, and then you
destroyed the AFC. Yeah, I put you up a tier. You were supposed to be an F. You weren't the D.
Cowboys are in the A tier. Broncos are F, yeah. Dog water
F.
D. Packers.
Oh, they almost D is fine. Texans dog water. Colts dog water.
F tier for the Colts.
Nah, the Colts are dog water. Didn't they just get destroyed?
It was pretty close. It wasn't too bad.
They just lose to? I just forgot who they won against.
Tennessee Titans. Kansas City is in the S tier up here. And then the Chargers are in the D tier, I feel, or C tier.
C tier, yeah. Rams, F. Yeah. What's the record?
Dog water. B. B or A? All right. B. Minnesota Vikings, A.
Minnesota Vikings making a case for S tier.
They have been making a very good case. We did put them in S tier before. They've only lost one game.
We put them in A. They've never been above A. The only teams that have been in S tier is the Chiefs, Bills, and Eagles.
F. The Saints, they
just blew out. He's fine. Yeah, they just shut out. They shut out the fucking Raiders.
New York Giants are going into B tier.
Jets C.
Eagles S tier. Super S tier.
Steelers dog water.
Hey, making their case for the B tier though. The Seattle Seahawks.
49ers B tier. B or A B tier.
B tier, okay.
Bucks F tier.
F tier, that's fair. Tennessee Titans.
And they lost to Ravens.
Top of C tier. I don't want to put any NFC West team, but
and Washington Redskins F.
They're 3-3. You could make the case for D.
Man, who they just beat? I forgot. I chose them to beat the Colts.
They beat the Green.
Put the Colts down back. Put the Colts back down in dog water. They lost to Washington. You put them back in dog water.
Washington just beat the Green Bay Packers, and we have the Packers in D tier.
Washington beat the Packers today?
Yeah.
I'm quite sure they beat the Packers.
They did.
Did they beat the Packers?
They just beat the Packers.
Oh. Yeah. Drop the Packers back down to F tier too. Get the fuck out of here.
Packers have lost like 3 weeks in a row, so for the moment, I would say that's appropriate. This is a pretty aggressive list. One of these teams needs to be up in the A tier.
Hold on. Give me a second. Don't change anything yet. I'm gonna look up the standings. Let's see.
Did the Giants lose last week?
Giants. They lost to the Seahawks.
Oh, well, there we go. That's because we had the Giants in A tier, and the Seahawks are now in A tier. Seattle.
What's the Seahawks record? 5-3?
Yep. Go Geno.
Giants have a better record.
They do, but they lost to Geno.
I think they lost to. They're 1-1 in the division, so they must have lost to the 49ers. Or the Rams. No, I think it's the 49ers. I think the Rams beat the Cardinals. Vikings are in sole possession of the NFC North. Like, there's no one near them.
Yeah, I guess we should look at the standings real quick and read that off. Okay, so give us our top standings for divisions.
Listen to this. Vikings. Okay, I'll give you all the standings. Number 1, the Bills in the AFC, 6-1 with a 0-1 division record because they lost to the Dolphins. Number 5. Should I do a numerical order?
Yeah.
1 Bills, 2 Titans with 3-0 in their division with a 5-2 record. 2 Titans, not 3 Titans. 3 Chiefs with a 5-2 record and 2-0 in their division. 4 the Ravens with a 5-3 record, 2-0 in their division. 5 the Jets with a 5-3 record, 1-1 in their division.
Nice.
6, the Dolphins with a 5-3 record, 2-1 in their division. Number 7, the Chargers, 4-3 with a 2-1 in their division. Then
Real
8,
quick,
Patriots.
is Zach Wilson a bust?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Continue.
8, the Patriots, 4-4, 1-1 in the division. 9, the Bengals, 4-4, 0-3 in the division. That's horrible. 0-3. They can't sweep the division. They swept the division last year, except for the Browns. They're not sweeping shit this year. They might get swept by everyone in the division.
I hope we sweep them. That'd be nice.
Number 10, the Colts, 3-4-1, 1-3-1 in their division. 11, the Browns, 3-5, 2-1 in their division. 12, the Broncos, 3-5, 0-2 in the division. 13, the Raiders, 2-5, 1-2 in their division. 14, the Jags, 2-6, 1-2 in their division. 16, the Texans, 1-5-1, 1-1-1 in their division. 16 was the Texans. 15 was the Steelers, 2-6. I think I said the Steelers. Did I? 2-6, 1-1.
Yeah.
And for NFC, Eagles in first place. I'm not even going to say the record. Eagles undefeated. Vikings in second place. Third, Seahawks. Fourth, Falcons. 6, Giants. 7, 49ers. 8, Commanders. 9, Rams. 10, Bucks. 11, Packers. 12, Cardinals. 13, Saints. 14, Bears. 15, Panthers. And 16, the Lions.
Huh.
The Lions have the worst record in football right now.
I'm making my top 10 list. I'll have you judge it here in a second. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is hard. Who do I want to put in there?
Who just won?
I mean,
Vikings. What the hell?
Yeah, I need to put them in there. I can't believe I forgot about the Vikings.
Dolphins.
Dolphins should be in there. I mean, maybe the Falcons go in here for this week too.
Mark's almost 10. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if anyone's down there better than Dolphins.
Cowboys. Yep.
Yeah, take the Falcons out of there.
This 10? All right. Honorable mention the Falcons.
Nah, they don't deserve honorable mention. Take them the fuck out of there. And they get blown up by the Bengals last week.
I'm just saying they won their divisions at the moment. Marcus Mariota.
What's their record in the division?
I'm just glad
they're literally 1-2. Look, listen. They're 1-2 in their division.
Well, I know they're terrible. I'm just saying it's funny that the Falcons are even in the conversation because
the Falcons about to win their division.
Well, the Falcons and the Seahawks were considered to be like the two worst teams coming into this season. Like everybody was like they're tanking, and the fact that they're even doing relatively good.
Panthers are also considered one of the worst teams.
Like, yeah, do I put the Seahawks like down here? Do I think they're reasonably? No, but I think that
Seahawks is fine in top 10.
Yeah, I think they deserve to be maybe like number 10. I think they're good. I think,
Titans
are pretty good. They're just winning, so. Here's the thing. Like, so I was watching somebody, and it wasn't Tom Grossi. It was somebody though, and they were talking about the Titans like have a really good record, but they're just very unforgettable. I mean, very forgettable. Like nobody's watching their games. Like there's nothing big happening. They win, but like who cares? It's the Tennessee Titans. Like, nobody's like, oh my gosh, the Tennessee Titans just won a game.
Who did the Texans beat? Because they got one division win. Had to beat Miami.
They won like week 1.
They beat the Colts. No, they lost week 1. I mean, they tied week 1 with the Colts.
Mm-hmm. So who did they win?
Who did they beat? Oh, they beat the Jags.
Yeah. Jacksonville has to have a loss somewhere. Well, that's it for us, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We won't miss any more weeks, so make sure to tune in. Go with our picks, by the way. Our picks are king, except for this. I mean, don't listen. I know I chose the Bears, but maybe not put money on that game.